Now, these weekly numbers are not alarming by any means. They are average, but it's the continual numbers which are on the rise which seem to be more concerning. The number of Americans filing for jobless benefits fell last week. Now, this is good news for the labor market, but continuous claims, which represent long-term unemployment, is on the rise. So a true mixed picture is being formed right now. So in this video, we're going to discuss what does this mean for the economy? What does it mean for the labor market? And also, how is this going to affect the Fed's next interest rate decision? Now, before we get started, let me just say that if you like content like this, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this and hit that thumbs up button for me. The Labor Department reported on Thursday that the number of Americans filing for jobless claims fell by 15,000 for the week ending October 19th. Now, 227,000 applications came in for the week, which is less than the 241,000 that was forecasted. Now, this weekly data is important and we cover it regularly on the channel because it gives you a true snapshot of U.S. layoff activity. Now, a couple of weeks ago, the numbers jumped quite considerably. At that time, hurricane activity was blamed for that big increase, and with the numbers going down now, it does seem like that actually was the case at that time. But there's still other major layoffs that are taking place. You hear about it in the news. The Boeing strike is now being extended over pension issues and going back and forth about the pension, so that might continue to add to some of the numbers as well. Now, these weekly numbers are not alarming by any means. They are average, but it's the continual numbers which are on the rise which seem to be more concerning. Now, the continual claims, which is the total number of people collecting jobless benefits, rose to 1.9 million. Now, this means that more people are sitting on the sideline. People are sitting on the sideline for longer and they are having a hard time finding jobs. Now, this is an alarming thing. Now, a lot of analysts will tell you that this is not a terrible thing, that this is something that can be worked around economically. There's explanations that people will give to you, but nonetheless, the people are sitting on the sidelines longer. They're having a harder time getting back into the labor market, and it's just something to keep an eye on. As we look at the overall numbers, the weekly numbers look good. It's nice that they are coming down, but with more people having a hard time getting back in, a mixed picture is being painted. While the labor market might show some strengths, it is also showing us some weaknesses in the numbers as well. Now, this labor market update only complicates the Fed's next interest rate decision. Now, the Federal Reserve, now these numbers, they're not bad. They're not bad by any means. They're pretty much average is the consensus of what everybody is getting at. But the Federal Reserve has recently shifted their policy. They went from all out fighting inflation with high rates to now trying to protect the labor market. Well, the numbers are showing us that the labor market is not really that weak. It's not the greatest, it's not golden, but at the same time, it's not weak and it's not in dire need of help based off of the numbers that we are seeing. So it brings up the question, should the Fed raise interest rates at their next meeting? And it's becoming more of a complicated question to answer. Now, I think the number of jobs that are added when we get that report that comes out, that's going to have quite a bit of an influence. Now, these weekly numbers, obviously, they take a look at it, they take it into consideration. But the number of jobs that are added in any given month, I think that that's going to hold quite a bit of weight when it comes time to making that decision. But with the information that we have in front of us that's presented for us about the labor market, it's not a given that the Fed should cut interest rates again. I think that the decision is becoming more complicated. It is becoming harder to make with all the information that we have. If you like content like this, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this and hit that thumbs up button for me.